What up, it's your girl Ish from Urban Awakenings. So I have been in my preacher bag lately, just looking at the lack of compassion and the negativity of the people out here and the judgment. And don't get me wrong, I understand there's certain moral judgments that we all have about certain things that we have as a collective identified this is wrong. For example, murder. We all can agree that murder is wrong, rape is wrong, incest is wrong. You know, there's lying, cheating, stealing. These are all morally wrong. I think that people think that if they have compassion towards someone, that means that they're condoning the behavior. So that they have to go out of their way to condemn it so that they don't feel like they're in agreement with it. And I feel like two things can be true at the same time. I can have compassion for your struggles, but not condone your behavior. I was watching an interview from Freddie from the band, Making the Band, and he was talking about Diddy, and he was talking about how Diddy got abused, and then that abuse turned him around to abuse other people. And everybody looks at people who commit atrocities as if they are a monster. And people aren't inherently evil. They just aren't. Things happen to them that create a monster. They don't just come out the womb. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some sociopaths that come out with that disorder. But even then, they have a disorder. The morals that people lack are honestly, they're created. When he was talking about how Diddy got abused by executives and then he started abusing other people as a result of the abuse that he endured, instead of just living in his truth. That happens a lot. And it plays out on these grand scales. Even though it looks like a bad thing, it actually is a good thing. I used to hear channelers on YouTube, and they would talk about the changes that the new earth would bring. And they would talk about how certain things would begin to come to light that were done in the dark for so long. And these things needed to happen in order for humanity to change. And well, while they did not get into specifics, now that I'm seeing these specific events play out on a grand stage, I do understand what they were saying. That is the purpose of this video. This video is not to condone him or to condemn him, because I don't have a hell to put anybody else in, and it is not my right to decide what type of karma or what type of blowback anybody's actions should receive. Honestly, I am just really trying to work on myself and work on being a good person for myself. So no. But now I get it, so I'll share this. In this situation, let's just say, for example, let's just take Steve Stout, and especially these older gentlemen that have been in the music business longer than Diddy has. And Diddy's been in the music business for a while, you know. But when he came in, like the young man Freddie said, when he came in, it's a changing of the guards. It's the same abuse, but it is inflicted from when you are in charge. It's inflicted from one person to one person, almost like generational. These people came into the music game, and then they made a name for themselves, and then they got to a point where they got sat down and said, hey, you're either going to play ball and get abused so you can abuse other people, or you're not going to be successful. And then you have a choice to make. Some people want fame, some people want notoriety, some people want money, some people want all three, and they will make a poor decision based off of desperation. I'm not saying that's what he did or what he didn't, but what I'm saying is, due to the fact that now there are cameras places. Now there are people where it can't be done in secret anymore. See, he's been doing this for years. It's extremely hypocritical of the people in the music industry that know this been going on for years, how they never say anything until it comes out in the open. And then they be like, yeah, that's wrong. And yeah, they've been doing that. And it's like, why you didn't speak up? Why you didn't say nothing? As far as I'm concerned, nobody else but me. As far as I'm concerned, you're just as guilty as they are. You're guilty by association. You're guilty by omission. They used to have this thing in back in the day in church. It was called sins of omission and commission. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I grew up in a Baptist church. I remember them saying that it was a sin for what you didn't say. So you have these sins of omission from these other celebrities. How you gonna get on your high horse and down that man when you was at the parties, when you knew about the parties, when you knew about the abuse, when you knew about the drugs? You never spoke out and said anything. You knew. People knew, because people like that cannot hide stuff like that. It is, the reason why all of this kind of snowballed is because of Cassie. It's because, and the way she did it opened up a can of worms. And as far as I'm concerned, she did it right. There is a consensus and a bandwagon and a groupthink mentality of the lower masses when they see someone that's a great stature, when they see someone that has had privilege, whether it was earned or given, and they see them fall from grace and they attack them. Do y'all understand that's what they did to Jesus? Do y'all understand that they accused Jesus of all type of crimes and treason and attacked him, and the people that were fucking with him turned on him? And I'm not comparing Diddy to Jesus by no means. I'm just saying, do you see how human beings continue to perpetuate the same mindsets that they did thousands of years ago? You would think we would have learned better. You think people that call themselves Christians and people that say they love God and they love other people as they love themselves, because that's what God wants you to do, right? The golden rule. You treat people how you want to be treated. They don't do that. And they haven't done it for a while. All I'm saying is, in a world that's already so ugly, why attack this man and contribute to the ugliness of the world? Why not pray for the man? Pray for his mental healing. Pray for, him, R. Kelly, all these perverted, narcissistic, sadistic black men. I can't believe black people be so happy when a black person falls. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why are you celebrating the demise of a human being? This man has children. Can you imagine what it's like to be his child? Can you imagine? His children have probably been sheltered. They probably didn't know none of this that was going on. And to find out their dad has been doing this, it's so awful. Just don't contribute. My lesson for today is don't contribute to the ugliness of the world. There's already enough ugliness. Be a light. Be the change that you want to see. Gandhi was right about that. It sounds cliche, but Gandhi was right. Be the change that you want to see. So, with that being said, if you need assistance in your growth, feel free to reach out to urbanawakenings.org. So what do we have? We have spiritual tools. When I say spiritual tools, I mean crystals, jewelry, all type of, handmade, custom made by yours truly. We have sage, we have altar items, we have Wiccan tools. We have all type of stuff at Urban Awakenings. We also have intuitive tarot readings to help with the being a better person. We have spiritual counseling, spiritual mentoring. I am a certified spiritual counselor. I'm a life purpose coach, life advice. I have a whole lot of schooling under my belt. I didn't actually went to school for this stuff. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I do energy healing. So, yeah, come get you some. Come get you some healing. All right, y'all. Love you. Holla at you.